Yeah, we were in a hayride tonight. Kind of like, I know it's late for a hayride, but they canceled it because it was raining when they were supposed to have it, and the makeup date was tonight, so convenient.
Nice.
Not really, it was boring. It was lame. Like, we just went on, like, in the parking lot. My 7-year-old even was like, this is lame. I said, shut up and enjoy it. God, I haven't played in a while. Guns and ammo. Almost there. Yeah, here we go. Here it is, Gypsy.
Is it?
We're here. What's up, Space
Perfect.
Roach?
Okay. I am gonna go walk away a little bit for my introduction, and I'll be right back.
I'm so nervous. I need some beer. I need a beer. I think my biggest challenge tonight will not be spilling any of these beers in front of me. Not answering hard questions, none of that shit. Just not spilling my beer in Frontier. She's saying. She could be saying something. She could be like apologizing ahead of time for this interview. I guess we'll have to watch later. It's okay. I feel good about it. I feel good. I think we're gonna. Should we? No, we'll just be here with this. Oh, I can't belch too much. Right next to a spittoon. She comes. Oh my god, she's coming. It's here. I see her name called. She's done. She's done. Boot Hill Church. Great place to spend the rest of your life for your loved ones or even yourself. Whoa. They were. Here she is. Embarrassing me, chat screen. Go away.
Thank you for joining me. Don't go ahead and hit them likes and those follows and shares, but most importantly, make sure you hit those likes, follows, and shares for this guy, Plato's KVR. How you doing, Plato's
Hey,
K?
how's it going?
Hello. I'm doing pretty great. I've got a nice evening planned for us to go through some interview questions, get to know you and your Population 1 experience in a little more in depth.
All right.
One of the coolest things you and I talked about was that you have these questions like almost memorized because you watch this content quite often enough to kind of know where we're going to head with this. So I can't wait to see the weapons loadout game to see your tricks. I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking the same thing, man.
Yeah, don't embarrass myself.
All right. Well, Plato's Cave. Where can we find you online?
So I'm on Twitch and Facebook. I mean, I post on YouTube. There's just not much going on YouTube, to be honest. I don't get much traction to begin with my stuff, so I stream late at night. Most of what I do too is when I'm not streaming is like cutting together like little comedy shorts and stuff like that. I did a
Yeah.
couple like insurance spoofs and Pop Chicken one. I've got one a little newscast thing that I'm doing right now, which is like PNN News, Plato's News Network, and I'm creating these little
Oh, I saw
storylines.
that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
just stupid
I saw that on your
stuff.
page. It's not stupid stuff. It's entertaining stuff. I really like it. Just so you know, it's unique. It's different from other streamers. So yeah, you guys should check out Plato's Cave. His content on Facebook kind of gives that like sight of what he's talking about right
Right,
now.
right.
So, are you live right now?
I am streaming to nobody, so I'm at home. I'm used to this, which is great because then I can
Okay.
I don't feel like I'm obligated to be beholden to
Oh,
my
believe
viewers.
me.
Yeah, so
You will be obligated. Let me tell you, you will be obligated.
well, it's
So
tipsy.
prepare
It's the
yourself.
time of day too. I work a lot during the day, so I don't get to like stream when there's a
Sure.
lot of stuff going on. It's usually later at night and stuff. So
Oh, sure, I get it. No problem. Well, we're going to get some people to join you and your stream tonight as we get to know you about your Population 1 experience. And we're going to start with some very easy questions, okay?
yeah, all right.
All right. Don't be scared. Here we go. All right. Plato's Cave, where are you located?
I am in Northwest Indiana, in the beautiful area, well, just on the bottom of Lake Michigan, if you can imagine. The very bottom of Lake Michigan, in that area in Indiana.
Okay, perfect. Do you mind sharing what you do for a living outside of playing this wonderful game?
Well, yes, I work for Honda. I'm a sales manager for Honda, so I sell automobiles, basically.
I love Hondas, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just on the cusp of a scumbag car salesman, like my friends call me, and an actual legitimate, car salesman. So it's just right in the line right
Okay.
now. It's kind of a weird time for this industry too, but I've been doing about 9 years. And
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, well, you know your stuff then, which makes a person comfortable when they're going to buy a car.
Yes.
Not like creepishly weird like some of the movies, like it's
Right.
a different line.
Right.
It's a different type. Yeah. So somebody with knowledge makes you feel comfortable, and you've probably got it down packed. So I trust your knowledge in that. I love the Hondas. They are very reliable cars, by the way.
Well, this is an opportunity to maybe sell you a new Honda. I mean, we'll have to talk after this interview.
Maybe. Possibly. I'm not ready yet. I got my Mazda. I feel kind of nice in it.
I hear that a
That
lot.
beautiful sparkly red.
I'm messing with you. Yeah.
All right. When did you start playing Population 1?
I played it the day after it came out. I was playing a lot of these games like Contractors, Solaris, some of these first-person shooter games with some of these guys like Alex from China. A lot of guys you see now playing Pop
Yeah.
1. And, during that time, they were all in the play test, and they're like, dude, I'm going to ditch this game. I'm going to go play Pop 1. I'm like, what's this Pop 1? Why is everyone, I got nowhere to play with now. So finally it came out. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm going to buy it, whatever. And since then,
Okay.
I've probably bought at least 60 VR games and at least 30, platform games, and I haven't played one of them. So yeah, it's
Yep.
been pretty sick.
Same here.
Yeah.
I've gotten into Moss a little bit. I've gotten into a couple here and there. I do still do Beat Saber, regular enough to say that I do play it. But really, this is the thing. It has
Yeah.
taken over many people's lives. It has taken over.
Certainly
our
has.
lives.
My wife does not like that,
but
but
what-
yeah. Mhm.
Well, significant.
I
other
tell you, I don't get no
couples
respect,
who
no
are
respect at
also
all.
Players, the couples that are also players, they get it. They
Yeah,
get it.
I know you
mean,
got it
look at
made.
the haters. At Devil and I mean, even Aspen
You know?
of the Cosmos jumps in with Space Roach.
Mhm.
I mean, Pink and Green Dragon. I mean, there's a lot that get it. So buy your wife a headset, put it on, and tell her come. Because I'm not by any means a sweat. I will play with her. Even
Yeah.
if she's got to sit down to play it, have her do that.
Well,
I'd be happy.
some people are just never gamers. That's the other thing too. I've been a gamer since I was 4. I remember having even before Atari. You know what I mean? Like I'm 43 now, so I've
Yeah.
had like old
Uh-huh.
computer playing weird games. So it's just been part of me growing up. Maybe some people, they just never had that growing up, so it never carried over into their adult life. It is what it is, you
Yep.
know?
Yep. All right. Well, let's talk about your gamer tag, Plato's Cave.
Hmm.
Where did you come up with that name and what does it mean to you?
So it's based off the allegory of the cave. Really simple explanation without getting too deep into philosophy. There's a world we all live in that we create in our minds that's projected for us, and then there's a real world that exists out of that. It's basically Plato's Socrates' dual reality. So there's a reality that you construct or it's constructed for you that's inside the cave.
Mm-hmm.
There's images that are
Mm-hmm.
projected onto the cave wall. They're fake images. Side of the cave is the real world where real objects exist. Just kind of a parable, like the movie The Matrix is a real good example, or They
Yeah.
Live, that's another good one. In this, where
Yeah.
we're at now, it's like, it's a virtual world, so, yeah, so.
Perfect. I like it. Well, what level are you currently?
So I have two accounts. I am a level 61 on this account, almost 62, and I'm like a level 33 on
Okay.
the other one. I've been splitting up time between Steam and this and all sorts of different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then, are you currently in a clan?
So no, I really don't have any interest in clans. I do hang out with several different, like the Omega guys, SKS guys. I'm constantly like hanging out with some different clan guys, but for the most part, I'm not really interested in committing to a clan. It's just a personal thing. Um, I don't know if you've heard of Rad. I know like Rad Fox was kind of talking a little bit about Rad, which isn't a, it's not a clan, but Weller 107, Slaughter, and myself, we're all in a chat group outside of Discord, and we decided to make a Discord group,
Mm-hmm.
and then we brought our friends in, and then a lot of those guys drink whiskey and do a lot of stuff with bourbon, and so it grew into this whole group of people that were already friends in the game, and we called it the
Yeah.
Rad group or whatever, because we're like 80s kids or whatever. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
all. So I guess if I'm considered like a part of that group because like that's kind of like the group I roll with, but I just get
Yeah.
around. Yeah, I get around.
I do too. I get around too. Good thing Reaper's not on yet.
Oh.
Let's talk about who is on, so we can let you know that they're sharing their love for you. And I just saw a Reaper is on. Oh no.
Space Roach is on.
All right. So we've got. I'm just gonna go down the list here. Anthony's here. Space Roach is here. Lady is here. Common Ground is here. My other half, Devil's Reaper, is here.
What
Saying
up,
hello, the bearded
Devil?
goat.
Goat.
Yeah, we've got lots of people joining in, and if you
Nice.
guys are just now joining in, make sure you say something in chat so that I can share, like Mark Hurst, just like the stream.
Mark,
I
he's a
am
good guy.
interviewing Plato's Cave. He is live right now. He's live on Facebook and Twitch. You know what you're supposed to do. Come on, guys, do your thing. All right. So, do you play in tournaments?
I do not. I am, UGL scrims. I did a little Ghost scrims. I am absolutely horrible. I have not put the time and the effort into like trying to be at that point. So no, I do not. But
Okay.
I maybe one day, but no.
Okay, sounds good. When I start every interview, I say, bring me to your favorite spot on the map. And you brought me here into Frontier, and you talked a little bit about this particular spot here, over here by the Guns and Ammo shop. Explain to me why this is your place.
I don't know. This just gives me those Westworld vibes. I mean, the Man in Black from Westworld is just a killer character, And I just think it's one of those areas and characters not a lot of people that are even currently playing the game might not even have this skin because you had to be part of this season to get it, So it's, I know a couple guys, a couple of my buddies that wear this skin, obviously, but and I just love the area. Again, I like Westworld. I like that Western feel. I think this was a great addition. Of course, I don't even remember what was here before. It was like a couple of houses and mountains, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. This was just a really classy
really
addition.
high hills and down really steep.
Yeah.
And really tall houses. Yeah.
And I like old
Yeah,
westerns
sure.
too. I think that's
Foothills.
especially if you're in a gun battle, why not have a western area? You got to have something like this. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It's also really fun in custom rooms. they do a TDM here as well, but
Yeah.
custom rooms, when you guys have a group of people that you know and you're playing in here, it's kind of fun to kind of role play a little bit. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a cool
and
hot
plus you've
drop
got
too.
your spittoons. Yeah, and you've
Yeah.
got your spittoons like all over the place. So
Well,
in case y'all need to like put your headsets on and start spitting in the platoons, and then laugh when you take it off because it's not real.
well, I'll tell you what. I
So
drink a lot when I play, and this is great because I don't have to go to the bathroom. I don't have to go upstairs. I can just go,
oh yeah, yeah,
and I can
yeah.
keep drinking
I
and
hope your
playing.
wife I hope your wife never comes down and finds you going in the spittoon.
She
That's
smells
scary.
things. She has inklings, but I just play it off. And the dog came down here. I didn't do it. Yeah.
All right, right next to you here in this area, I'm pulling up the map.
Okay.
Let's talk about the map, and let's tell Big Box to erase a part of the map. What part are you going to tell them to erase?
Mm-hmm. I really like Pink's answer, that outpost observatory area where it's emptying down into plains.
Yeah.
Plains
Yeah.
itself has changed. I mean, not just slightly as far as things just kind of becoming more destroyed. They haven't done much with plains, but my big answer is going to be Dead River, because that area between Complex 76 and Cemetery, it's just so much
Yeah.
potential for that area. And they made like an aqueduct there. I don't even know what that is, like a little sewage area. So
Yeah.
it just seems like, yeah. And the fact that the cemetery was so hot when we first started, and that was the place to go, and now it's just kind of like, I don't know. It seems like that might be probably my biggest contender for that.
Sure. I think that's a great spot to review and look at. We've got a lot of recommendations of the same thing. Do something with Dead River. Please do something with that area.
Yeah.
All right. How do you feel about playing a little game?
I feel good about it. Yeah,
All right,
let's do
I
it.
hope so. I feel good about it. I've been watching you lurking around for quite some time. More recently, I've been watching your weapon loadout. I'm going to be guessing your weapon loadout, as you know, because you've watched our interviews from before, and we're going to see how good I do.
Okay.
And I actually feel pretty good about this one. We'll see. I don't
Okay.
know.
I thought about this for a
you can
while too.
You could totally trick me and flip it up on me. I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
Open chat each other,
Okay.
and then we'll decide where to meet once we've got that loadout.
Okay.
All
Ooh.
right. Lingus and low gravity. Have fun with that.
Thank you.
We're both dropping around Kingdom.
Oh, I see you. Hi. I'm gonna try not to kill you.
Hello. I know, right? Isn't it hard sometimes to like not go crazy? Oh, here's a gold PX4. I mean, I'm only gonna grab that.
That's a great gun.
I mean, it is also a good gun for me. I don't know why. It seems to like me. I don't like it, but it seems
What?
to like me.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Every time I pick it up, I seem to kill somebody with it, so...
Well, it's telling you something at this. Why am I picking ammo?
I know.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, why are you picking up ammo?
It's just that,
Plato's cave?
it's muscle memory. I don't know. I can't stop it.
Bullshit.
Let's fill this thing up.
Alright, guys. Whoop.
Whoop.
Yeah, this low gravity thing always
I
trips
love
me
it.
up. I always think it's gonna be really fun, and then it's like not fun. Then I can't stop on anything.
It's fun and it's cool in custom rooms, but I think one of the things is when they're starting to do these different game modes. And I appreciate some people
Yep.
love those game modes. They're just things that we can do in custom rooms. I mean, I think most of us want things like Metropolis Royale back, and some of these game modes that really we can't just recreate, in a custom lobby.
Yeah, so talk to me a little bit about that. Like, you've been around for a while playing Pop 1. You've seen a lot of things come and go. Is there anything that you'd like to see, like, come back and stay? Any old guns? Any kind of modes?
Well, Metropolis Royale was one of the modes. Nothing. I mean, I like that they changed things up. I like when they do different things. I actually like they didn't do anything with the candy, returning the candy bags to the, like anything like that this year, because that's kind of recycled. I do want to see more game modes and shooters that we're used to, like, let's say, gun mode. Are you familiar with gun mode? Or gun game,
Gun
I'm sorry.
mode.
Gun game.
No.
So essentially
that.
what you would do is you'd start off with a PX4 and you'd kill somebody, and once you kill somebody, you go to the next gun automatically. You got to work your way through the entire loadout of the guns available.
Okay, yeah. I think I've seen somebody do that in their stream before. Yep.
So it's just a cool mode. capture the flag and stuff like that. Just seems like if we can incorporate some of that, it would change up a little bit. I am a little bit excited about this PlayStation 5, the PSVR, I'm sorry, that just got announced. It's going to be pre-sale November 15th. There's some rumblings about maybe Population 1 getting a port to that. I guess you call it a port, I don't know what you call it. But that would increase the player base quite
Okay.
significantly if you think about, you know, PlayStation players coming to the...
Yeah, what do we think about that, chat? What do you think about Population 1 getting into PlayStation and widening our player base a little bit? Anytime we get more players, I'm down. Like,
Yeah.
that's just it. The sweatier we get, it's fine. The better.
And you'll have...
Actually, the sweatier we get, the more people I have to interview, so bring it on!
Exactly. And the Pico, I ordered the Pico 4, which is a headset that's just come out, and they're gonna have their own library of games.
I've heard a lot about that. Like, I've heard some reviews being that they are better than the Quest 2, and like a lot of stats on that. What do you think?
Well, you know, I ordered one. I sold my Quest 2, and I ordered one just to have it for PC VR.
Yep.
Check it out. We'll see. If I don't like it, I can only. It's only $400. It ain't that expensive.
Well, I look forward to hearing your thoughts about it. I hope you share that with the community and let us know. Cool.
Sure. I'm ready.
All right. I'm searching for one more gun. And I think I'm going to head over to the drop and just see if it's there or if I pass it on my way there.
Cool.
It's to replace the one thing in my hand here.
I'm not looking.
Oh. Yep. I'm going to talk to chat real quick. So, I've noticed that this is a regular. Those. And then this instead of the other. And then there's one other weapon I'm looking for to replace. And there he is. Hopefully it's down there. I'm crossing my fingers and it's not down here. So I'm going to shoot over to Summit real quick and see if I can find it.
Okay. I will follow far behind.
It's probably the most important one of the loadout, so I have to find it. It is this ammo, okay? But it is not that. Alright, so now you guys all know what I'm looking for. I probably passed it 3 or 4 times already. Let's see. No? Maybe up here? Oh, I doubt it. They would never put one up here. It would be too easy for that, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright, I'm going to fly over to the upper part of farms where I see you going. So hopefully, maybe, possibly, I'll find it over there. We'll see. Yeah, I see you waving at me.
Hi.
I
You
see you,
fast.
baby.
You're moving fast. You already gave away one of your loadouts. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to, but okay. You're good. You're better than I think. Okay.
Okay.
My biggest thing is not knocking over this table with these 4 beers on it. That's my biggest challenge.
Oh my goodness. Why can't I find it in any of these? Oh my goodness.
I'm not looking.
Aha! Okay,
Oh.
found it. Holy cow. Alright, so I'm going to talk to chat real quick before we come over here. These are the 3 that I see most common and paired together a lot. So, although I believe that this one here can be replaced with this one right here, I am going to go with this loadout. And then we'll see if I'm correct about those, but this is what I commonly see in the most of the videos that I've watched in the live performances that Plato's Cave has given me. I am ready for you. Where are you at?
I hear you. Hey.
Okay. Yay! Let's do this right here and see how well I did.
Okay.
All right.
Me to start
we
on the
go.
left down here and then just unload, or how do you want to do it? I don't know. Oh.
I'll do it one at a time.
Okay.
First, though, let's see if we've got anybody in chat that is talking about the headsets. And don't forget to follow the page. Of course, guys, follow the page, but more or less follow the page of Plato's Cave. Head on over there. He's live right now. All right. First
Check it out.
item that I chose, I was going to go with the samurai, but I replaced it with something else because although I've seen you run with a samurai, I didn't know if it was in a favorite because I see a common loadout with you that seems to be very regular, so I went with that. We'll see, okay?
Mm.
All right. So, instead of soda cans, I did bananas. Do you have bananas?
Oh yeah.
Buddy.
Oh yeah. 100%.
All right. Yep. And then this is where I went a little different. I see on a normal basis
Mm.
you carry cans, but you also carry shakers. There's the
Yeah.
cans. You have shakers too.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, look at that, guys.
Yeah.
So
This is
far, doing great.
this is the start of something
Creepy,
nice.
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Battle zone is now
Now
shrinking.
here's where I went straight weapons.
Okay.
So this seems to be one of your most favorite weapons, I'm guessing.
You
Do
know-
you have this one in your bunch?
Okay, so I like this weapon a lot because I can one-hand it and
Mhm.
peek with it. It's great for
Yeah.
peeking. That's only when I can't find this. Because
Oh, okay.
to me, the AKM 2, 3-star, even a gold, I don't even care, but I can one-hand that in a peek. I can get right up into somebody, flying into them and win that battle, shove it in their chest. And then plus if I'm far
Mhm.
away, it's a great mid-range weapon. So if I have my druthers, even though this is a great weapon, I love the trust me.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
my druthers is on.
Now, this is what I usually see you have, but that's
You're right.
mine because this is actually not as easy to find around the map anymore.
Exactly.
I've noticed.
Exactly.
So, okay.
But I do run with
Awesome.
that.
Well,
You
I'm
would
still
get
feeling-
it. You get a stalemate on this one. I wouldn't say a loss on
Okay.
this one. Yeah.
Okay. The next one I grabbed was an RFB. You seem to be very rosy and cheeky with this one. Do you have one in your bunch?
Here's the thing.
Oh.
So if I'm gonna carry an AR or an SMG, I'm just gonna carry one of those just for ammo's sake. I don't want to share ammo.
Okay.
It
Yep.
does deplete what you have. So I do like the RFB. Don't get me wrong. If I don't have an AK, I'd rather have an RFB.
Okay, that would
It's
be
a consistent gun, but I feel for my long range.
Ooh.
Yeah, I picked this up lately, and I've been okay.
Yeah,
know.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay, match the up. So, what was your last item?
Sometimes I use shotguns, and I love shotguns, but
Oh. Oh, you.
I got
Bloody
you.
Samurai right there.
3 weeks I've been planning that.
Expected that. 3 weeks he's been plotting on me. Evil.
There's no way it's gonna let you
Oh
kill
my
me
Gosh.
in front of all my 0 viewers.
0 viewers, you guys. Get over to Play-Doh.
No, I don't need anybody to do it. No, that was fun. Thank you for that was good. Thank you.
I love it. That's okay. That just means I'm gonna have to hunt you down and kill you in the game some
Yeah, I'm
possible
sure.
way. I happen to be really good with nades, so I hope you are further distance than nades will. Because
Oh shoot.
that's the only way I seem to be able to kill sweaty players.
Yeah,
So,
I'll build and they'll go through the builds.
coming for you. Awesome. All right, let's talk about all of these lovely little ladies around here. Do you have any weapons secrets? Any reloads or any peeking or anything that you want to share with me?
I learned something. I did not come up with this, and I'm gonna be remiss at saying who was it that they made a TikTok on this. I forgot who it was. One of the sweats. An M60. If you hold an M60 into let's say you shoot it at first, and you get that first, and then you put it into a. So once that one, that bullet spread is starting to straighten out, you keep the trigger held down, put the gun into
and
something like this, and then it just,
So keep going.
yeah, you can continue that straight, where you're not like going nuts.
I was
Yeah.
playing with this in my last lobby before my last interview, and I literally was pointing at the same item with that gun, and it was going it was seriously doing this figure 8. I was
Yeah.
like, how does
Yeah.
anybody control that thing?
Yeah. So you got to get it going at first, and then once you hold it down, you just stick it in the wall or something like that. I'm sorry, whoever posted that. I'm sorry, you get credit for that.
He's still giving you kudos.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest thing is just
Alright.
like Pink says, it's the peeker's advantage is just getting a weapon, finding that hard cover, even if it's your building, and peeking and making sure you don't expose your hitboxes as much as possible.
Perfect. All right, show me which one of these you dislike.
Ooh, any of the
Which one of these
pistols.
would you not be very happy to have as your only gun?
Yeah, any of those pistols. I mean, the Magnum and I were best friends when they made it like the best weapon in the
Oh,
game, you know. And then after
yeah.
they, tongue in cheek, were like, "Oops, sorry," I ditched it. So yeah, so you take the PX4, any of those things, get away, go away.
Okay, all right. What's up, Fixer?
Fixer.
Fixer, I've got Plato's Cave here.
I'm talking
Go
like a
over there and
pirate.
say hello. Hit the
We're-
likes, follows, and the shares, guys. Do you organize your weapon wheel?
So this is where Red Fox and I, we'll never be friends because of this. Because no, I do not organize my. It's like my bedroom as a kid. It's just sloppy. There's shit everywhere. I know where everything's at, right? But there's a bowl of cereal under the bed for 3 weeks. Yeah, I don't, and I feel
Called
like
organized chaos.
I do. And listen, I'm lazy. That's the biggest reason. But if I had to justify it in any way, it would be like if I'm in the heat of a battle and I just got rezzed or whatever, like. There's going to be a time where I'm going to look at that wheel and just like figure out what's on that wheel. I'm not going to have time to organize it. So I just roll that way constantly. And I'll try to keep a sword in my right. That way I can just, just kind of just move my hand over and select my sword quickly. But for the other items, I have that split, whatever that is, a second or whatever it takes to find it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I did just make a commitment to Omega Havocs that I would spend some time on trying to organize my wheel. So I am committed to that. I'm gonna try it.
Well,
We'll
that's
see.
good. You're less stubborn than I
Definitely
am.
not gonna stream that shit because I don't want anyone to be frustrated over it because I'm sure as shit not gonna be any fun that stream. So forget it. No go live.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So okay. When you're playing Pop 1, do you have any weaknesses to share? Like, what's the easiest way for me to sneak up on you?
Oh, well, if I'm drunk, I'm done. You know what I mean? You could totally get me.
Okay.
But for some reason, anybody that's good with a DT,
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. Good
Mhm.
night. Yeah. Anybody comes close to the DT. So there's, obviously when you get into certain lobbies, you could see who's in that lobby, what they're going to do, and you just kind of adjust your game accordingly. I'm not going to get on a one-on-one with half these guys. But then you got guys like Ryan, VIP Ryan today, and that kid could like no scope you from across the map and not even try. So
Yeah.
sometimes you just
all the way from corner to corner.
you just can't do anything about it, So, but yeah, that'd probably be my biggest. When we get that close-up battle, it's just if somebody's really good with the DT, I'm done. So.
Okay, very good. Well, let's talk about the content that you share with everybody. You get online, you stream Pop 1, you push it out there, people pop in and say hello, and you commit to streaming this game.
Mm.
I'm curious, why do you stream?
Yeah, well, it's certainly not for money. It's certainly not for notoriety. I could care less. I like the creative aspect of the streaming. I like to, come up with new things. I have an instant replay. I voice trigger that. I have StatBot, which will come up and pull up, the current stats. I usually run that new Pop 1 stats, when you start your session or whatever, and then it'll give you your session stats for the stream. So things like that, I like the creativeness of it. I like to have and present something that looks good. And the gameplay, it may not be the best at all times, but for me, I like watching it later and just saying, oh man, that looks cool. Let's try this. Let's try that. And it's just a hobby,
Okay.
so.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially when that one good thing happens each stream, that one good thing that you're just like, I was streaming and I got it.
Yeah, right. And when you do it, you're like, I should have been recording.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. When you're playing the game, you have to pick who you're playing with. So my question would be then, how do you pick your teammates? Do you run random, solo? How do you pick who you go with?
Well, I won't run solo. I mean, let me put this. So if I'm in the morning, a lot of times I'll get up before work and I'll have like an hour and a half before I go to work, and I'll play. And there's not many people on, that time in the morning. So yeah, I'll run solo. But I'll get on like the SKS Discord or Rad's Discord. I'll have a looking to play section, and I'll just put it out there. Put my leg out, lift up, show some leg, and find people that way. Or I got a couple buddies that we usually roll together. Like.
Hey.
Yeah.
How's it going?
That's for the most part. If we pick up a random,
Okay.
it's two of us trying to find a third, something like that. So
Okay. And there's, something to be said about picking up randoms. You've heard it from many other streamers that say it makes you a better player, but You're also never going to grow and widen your community if you're only playing with the people you already know. So picking
Right.
up a random, you might find your next bestie. So,
And I
you
have.
know,
I
it's
have. Recently,
advantageous
I don't know if you
to.
know Showtime. He's in the Go Clan. We were just in like I don't even know, it was a Legions battle one morning, and I ran into him, and now we're buddies. Yeah, so yeah, you're 100% right. That happens big time.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You've been playing for quite some time now. What would be the earliest skin that you have to showcase?
Hmm. I didn't get into buying the skins. You know what I mean? I never bought any of the packs. It was whatever came out with the seasons, and you would earn them and grind for them and whatever. But most of those you could totally pay 10 Seeker Silver now and get. So I would say
Yeah.
this would be the skin. I don't know if it's the earliest, but it's the one I know you can't buy and earn, and unless you were playing, I think it was season 2. You weren't going to earn this. So I would say yeah, Logan for sure.
Okay. All right. Hypothetically speaking, now Plato's Cave is talking to brand new Plato's Cave. What would you tell
Run.
new Plato's Cave to learn right away, right now? Need to know this. What would you teach a brand new player?
I would say get your build game down, especially if you're getting shot at, build, carry build and be evasive. I think that would be one. There's so many, but that's the first thing that comes to mind. I don't know how many times you're shooting at somebody and you see them don't build and you go, oh man, this is easy. They're walking one way,
Yeah.
strafing, and it's just like, oh my gosh, buddy, just build. There's no way I could hit you right now. So
Just build. I mean, I gotta be honest. When I first started, I picked up builds and I never used them. Honestly,
Okay.
because I was never really taught how to use them.
Mhm.
And back when it first started, there was that cheesy training thing. It wasn't even the training park. It was that cheesy training thing that you would run through one time and then it would free up to play the game.
Right.
And you had that one little section where you had to build and keep yourself from being shot at. And gosh, if I could remember even how to do that. So I picked up builds constantly and never used them. I would have hundreds of builds because I was a absolute loot junkie when I first started. And I started playing with Devil's Reaper, and he'd be like, "Give me your builds," because he would know that I just have hundreds in there. So I think it's important to teach noobs how to use what button it is that you're using on your controller to use those builds, that you don't have to go into your loadout in order to use them and that kind of stuff.
Right.
I remember that being something that I wanted to know how to do, but I didn't remember what to use to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the skins. If you could have Big Box create a skin, would you have an idea of something to tell them to make?
Gold Logan, come on, baby, give me a Gold Logan now.
Okay.
You know you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, Gold Logan.
That's
Let's do it.
sassy. Yeah, that would look good. Okay.
Because you think about it,
Um,
Logan's not, he's not a Roy, he's not a PJ, he's not a Hannah Hattie. He's a
That's
Logan, right? Yeah, let's do it.
That's right. Well, they've got such great characters that they keep coming up with. I'm even wearing Aurora right now,
Yes.
which is a super creepy skin. I've never really liked Aurora,
Yeah.
but I do like the idea of the blue skin and all the details they actually put into her.
It's
So
kind of
she's
like
creepy looking.
Frozen on meth. Yeah, so.
It is. You're right.
Ah,
Yeah. I
sweet.
am Aurora, frozen on meth.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
A
you.
little side note too for
I don't
skins.
know if I should have a man voice or not.
A good friend of mine, S Dragon, and I both got our gold jackets. We timed it to do the same game, so that was a kind of a cool thing. It's been a while, but yeah. So we
cool.
both waited to beat gold jackets together in the same game.
Okay,
Little
I like that.
skin story.
I mean, I'm still far away from mine, but someday it'll happen.
Yeah, it's over.
Maybe I'll stream that.
It's overrated.
Definitely not gonna stream the wheel, but I'll stream the gold jacket. How's
Yeah,
that?
you'll get
Okay.
it and you'll put it on for one game and then you'll take it off. That's what you'll do. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I'll put it on, and it'll be I'll jump into a lobby, and everybody else will have one on. And I'm like, that's about the
Yeah.
time I'll be getting. All right. Are you willing to share your stats with us?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at my like career stats, I mean, I've got about 8,000 games played. I'm at like 2.5 kills per game, and I want to say 34% win rate. Not the best stats
Nice.
career. I had thousands and thousands of just games where, again, this is the beginning of Population One. We didn't have Discords and people doing training. We didn't have Pink. We didn't have all that. So that learning curve was a lot greater for me than it was maybe some of the younger people starting to play that had like that fast twitch muscle. Man, they see things, they react quickly. The
Yep.
senses have been dulled over the years. It's not start, but yeah, I've dulled my senses over the years. So yeah, I would say. But now I've been looking more and grading myself on like season stats. So trying to be right around like right now. I think, and I've had a duffer last week, real bad last week, but I was right around like 190th or something like that, season stats. So I want to keep right around 3.8 kills per game. I think right around 800 damage and about
Yeah.
57% win rate. I'm trying to get above that 4 kill per game season mark. That's my next. So I've been looking at a lot, especially like Pink's videos and more advanced stuff, and just slowing the game down. Yeah, and just picking my weapons wisely and not. And a lot of times I'm finding out I'm just making mistakes is the reason why I'm dying or I'm not successful in certain situations. It's stupid mistakes, right? So it's just
Mhm.
trying to keep myself out of those situations as much as possible and grow that way. Yeah.
Okay. Real quick, I want to say hello to, let's see here, Jesse, Miss Misery, Chris, David, John,
Misery.
the Teacher VR. I also said hi to Fixer already, and Robert. Thanks for liking
What's up, guys?
and sharing out the stream, guys. I am here interviewing Plato's Cave VR. You can find him live right now on Facebook and Twitch. Hop on over there, say hello. Plato's Cave, real quick. When we're searching for you, do we use a space or an underscore
Underscore.
after Plato's Cave?
Yeah, underscore VR.
You
Yeah.
use an underscore? Okay, perfect. So just like his name here, guys, I'm gonna get super weird, awkwardly close.
Breath smell.
Plato's Cave, so you guys can see it. Go search it up right now. Type it in. It's
Type
okay to
it.
leave and come back. It's okay to leave and stay in Plato's. It's okay, guys.
You're okay. Just like,
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So Population One put out the rank placement system. What were your thoughts when that came out, and then what were your thoughts when it went away? Do you want it to come back again?
I liked it. I kind of came late to the party. I wasn't playing that summer when it first came out, so I only got 2 bananas out of the whole thing. But I like it. That's the kind of gameplay. I know everyone's worried because it's more like comp gameplay and everyone's working for zone and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, then play that game style. I mean, it really helped everyone's gameplay overall. I think a lot of people were upset about it. I don't know. To me, you got to be top 500, and you're either top 500 or you're not, and it's not a big deal. It doesn't make you a worse player or a better player. It just some people took it more serious than others, and the ones that did got the stupid
Life-
title. Yeah.
Life
So
still went on.
should it continue? I don't know. I mean, if it doesn't, I'm not gonna lose sleep.
Okay.
But I like the fact that they are continually to try things like that. And do just do different things. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. They do a really great job in developing this game and trying things out that are working in other games. They do a lot of play testing in areas that they want to see if seasoned players will be interested in it and if it will bring in a new community. So yeah, they're doing a great job. Even if we don't like what they're doing, they're trying and they're not keeping it stagnant. They're
Right.
changing the map, they're giving us characters, and it's something that we're enjoying. So along for the ride, right?
For
here.
sure. Yeah, early on, I was part of a play test. Weller, Slaughter, and I were actually, before there was a training park, they came up with a training park, and it was over where Dead River was. And we got in there, we did like the jungle gym thing, a little different than it is now. And then they all kind of had us, there's just us 3. And they were these little discs in the sky, the devs are watching us. And then at the end, they kind of like were talking to us like gods. And they were like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And then before you knew it, we had a training park. So that's kind of cool.
That's why they were testing you. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Pop One and how it has helped you personally.
Yeah, I don't know if it's helped me personally. I mean, look, it's a great getaway. It's a great way, VR gaming itself. It's become some parts of my life kind of destructive, if you want to be honest. I mean, I've got two small children, got a wife. She works midnights, which is the reason why I'm on most nights playing. Um, but part of me is like, am I missing part of those kids' lives by dicking around for hours on end at night? So I wouldn't say it's completely a positive. I love the game. Don't get me wrong. It's a getaway. I love the people. I've made such great connections with such great people around the country and world. So many positives. But as far as personally, it's you trade no one. This ain't free for nobody. And I mean, $30. I'm talking about your life. So. It's a
Yeah.
trade-off. Don't get me wrong, but I don't regret it. I love it. I'm going to continue to play as long as I can. So they shut the
Yeah,
servers
sure.
down. That happens.
Let's talk about getting to know you beyond the game then. Let's talk
Yeah.
a little bit more about you.
Okay.
Okay?
hmm
The favorites question. What would be your favorite food?
I love Mexican food. I love
Me
steak
too.
tacos. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Now I'm
Yeah.
Italian.
Chips
I'm.
and salsa.
But yeah, I
Oh
could
my
sit
God,
there all
yeah.
day and just eat that, right? And
Me too.
cilantro.
Sometimes I so gross after.
Well, yeah. Well, you can't eat it at lunch and go back to sales job. That's tough. But yeah, I would say Mexican food
Ooh.
number one. And Italian. I had a little place down the road from me here that used to do Mexican and Italian. I mean, you'd sit down and get breadsticks and chips and chips and salsa. It was awesome.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can mix that. In my brain, it doesn't work.
You'll try. You'll be fine.
Okay. Let's do what is your favorite holiday?
Now that I have small children, it's Christmas. Just because, God, it's so just you know how it is. You've got kids, right? You got what? How many? You've got a small child, right? A baby or something
Yeah.
like that. So yeah.
This month.
So and that kid's gonna start, getting more aware of everything, obviously, and just living through them.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. So living through them.
Spawn.
That's so cute. I've seen pictures too. He's adorable. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just such a magical time. They don't know better, and they're, it's so I would say, and like next week we're going to Frankenmuth, Michigan. I don't know if you're familiar with Frankenmuth. It's just east of Detroit, no, west of Detroit, and it's like an old Bavarian town. It looks all like old German town, and it's home of Bronner's, the world's biggest Christmas store in the world. And next door there's a water park with a hotel. It's Zender's. And we stay there for a couple nights, and they do the water park, and you go downtown, they got all the Christmas stuff, and Santa's there. They got reindeer and stuff like that, so it's really magical. Another really cool thing is, since I'm so close to Michigan, the Polar Express, right? Oswego, sorry, is where the Polar Express, the actual train, is from. Where it is. And the guy that
Oh, I
wrote
didn't know
Polar
that.
Express, yeah, it's 1221, 1225 is the train number, like 1225. So
Okay.
yeah, so we've gone there and rode the train and did the whole Polar Express thing, and the hobo comes out and everything. So the area we live in, it's
Cool.
it's really Christmassy. So I would say Christmas.
Okay.
Long answer.
Great explanation. No, I
Yeah.
love it. That's like it shines who you are outside of the game. Very much a family man and totally into like seeing the joy of your kids. I love that.
It goes by so quick
Um,
too. It's crazy.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. What would be your favorite movie or a TV series or show? Something that you watch that you enjoy?
Yeah, I love Italian mobster movies. Godfather, Goodfellas, Sopranos, that kind of
Good
stuff.
taste.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
All right.
So I would say something like Godfather 2, just something that's just well-rounded. It's just got a great storyline, great acting. That'd probably be more
Mhm.
my favorite movie. Yeah.
All right. Furry critters. Those little guys that run around that you go through. Sometimes in your life you love them. Sometimes in your life you're
Mhm.
like, this was a bad idea. Which ones do you have in your life right now?
Gosh, Tipsy, I was raised with Great Danes. Like I grew up, my mom like bred Great Danes. Yeah, big dogs, right? My whole life. My wife, excuse me, however, is into these like little, I call them rat dogs. I love my dog. Don't get me
First
wrong.
dogs?
Yeah. Like, so this one we have is a little Shih Tzu Poodle mix, So it's a little yapper guy, and it's cute. Don't get me wrong, but mostly for the kids. My two boys it's good to have a pet in the house and everything. So, and then my mother-in-law just got a little Maltese, those little tiny little, I don't even know what they're called, Malteses or something like that. I don't know, but she went to Ohio to go get it last weekend. So that's kind of part of the family now, So.
Yeah.
But that's besides a goldfish, that's what we got going right now. So.
The goldfish. Is the goldfish one of your kids?
No, it's a beta. Sorry, it's my boy's beta.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay.
And we get the same color one, so when it dies, it never dies.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, as long as it's one that you can easily replace, that's just how it goes. Until they're ready to have that circle of life talk.
It's tough. My 7-year-old's he gets it now, so part of life.
Yep. Okay. All right. Now I have to decide whether I believe you prefer coffee, energy drink, tea, or soda. A lot of things that I take into account for this. Things that you mentioned throughout the interview, your demeanor as you're talking to me, if you're speed talking like that energy drink kind of person talks, or
I'm drinking beer
your profession, which tells me you have to be up and that you're in a certain atmosphere that has to keep you going. And those kinds of things play in a role, as well as like if you have kids or not. If I know that, I know that certain things are needed in order to just make it through a day.
Yeah,
so,
crack cocaine.
Yep.
Just joking.
If I think that you are on crack cocaine or meth.
No.
No.
I just lost 12 viewers. Oh my god.
I know.
I gained 30 though.
No, seriously. Coffee, energy drink, tea, or soda, and I'm gonna guess you've got to be a coffee guy.
Yep. I would say first, because in the morning, don't get me wrong, I drink energy drinks once in a while, and I had a kidney stone before, and that was horrible. So I probably shouldn't drink as much of that shit, but especially in the morning, you get some. Yeah, I know it's so bad for you, but the coffee gets me like. The warmthness of the coffee and whatnot. So, coffee all the way. I got a little.
You know what also sold me on it? The idea of your profession. I was like, oh, they're always running coffee.
Yeah.
All
got
day
shitty dealership
long
coffee
there.
going on. Little tiny 10-ounce cups. Styrofoam, yeah.
Torture cups.
Trash, yeah.
Awesome. All right. When you start up a game and you're ready to get in, do you have a warm-up routine? Do you use the training park, TDM, a certain kind of mode, or do you jump straight in? How do you start the game?
It's a mix. I don't have a set. See, I'm not like, I don't do this for a profession, so I don't have a set like, do this, and I'm in. So
I don't get no
if I'm in the morning
no
and I'm just
respect at
getting
all.
going, I might go to the training park and do it's not just about the shots, it's the reloads, getting my speed going, get my brain thinking fast. If there's like SMG Mayhem or one of those kind of modes they got going on now, I might roll into there for like a real quick, just to get my brain started mostly. But no, sometimes I'll go just raw dog it and just go right in and then just get my ass kicked for 2 games and go, I'm warmed up.
Yep, that's my warm-up right there. That's my training park. Got my ass kicked, I'm good.
Goose eggs, 2 games in a row, I'm ready, let's go.
Very good. I like it. All right. What are your thoughts on playing with the youth of Pop 1? You mentioned this game as being a getaway. Do you have any issues playing with our squeakers?
No, I don't have an issue with it. Personally, and this is my opinion, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't have my kid with a headset on. If there's a 7 or 8-year-old with a headset on, I'm kind of like turned off by that. I don't think they should have that on their head. That's my personal opinion. If you want to do it, that's fine. I don't want hate for that, but I just my opinion. If they're older, a 13, 14-year-old kid, obviously not a problem. I'll play with anyone, but I'm not. I don't have like people on my playlist where I'm like, hey, let's go play with 10-year-old Nate, or anything like that per se. But
Okay.
it's just for me, it's weird to see a kid my age with a headset on going, they're over here. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? Where are your parents
There's
at?
a lot of those. Yeah.
But it's cool. Some of them are better than me, so I'm not gonna hate on them.
Yeah. I was watching a
Jeez.
stream this morning, and like it had me rolling because this kid was like, "Winky Dinky, Winky Dinky, where's the Winky Dinky?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!" And you can imagine like the like demeanor of Devil's Reaper and Omega Nightmare playing with this kid.
Oh.
Like, Dinky Winky, Dinky just like.
I can see Reaper will tell him what he thinks, though. Yeah, Nightmare might be a little nicer,
yeah.
but yeah.
They
Nice.
tolerate. You can see them like just gritting their teeth as they tolerate it, and then every TDM they pop into, they end up on the same team. And they're
God.
like, okay, this is our last one.
Yeah, glutton for punishment. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's funny.
All right. I'm gonna guess whether or not I believe you are a rage quitter, and where I
fuck
can
no.
see the potential in just about anybody that something can turn you off enough to rage quit at some point. I don't feel it from you. I would
Right.
say no.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I mean, my biggest thing is I kind of feel an obligation to my teammates, especially if they're people I play with a lot. Like, I wouldn't do that to them. I have a friend, right, that he'll just fucking quit in the middle of a game. If he's mad at you, he'll just fucking leave, you know? To me, that's like disrespectful, dishonorable. And some people don't care, and it's just a game. But no, absolutely not. I'm with my team like they're my, you know,
I
friend,
tell you, I don't get no
army. You know, like it's
no
an army, like
respect
we're,
at all.
you know,
Yeah.
in a war
You're buddies
together.
until it's done.
And I might get pissed and be like, "Hey, dude, I gotta go, man. I'm gonna take off or whatever," you know, and then just leave. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Ooh, saucy question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Curious, and you can answer it 1, 2, or 3 of them, whatever makes you comfortable. Who is your favorite streamer to watch?
So with the streaming question, you've got two groups. You've got the Facebook guys, right? You got like Space Roach. You got the Bearded Goat. You know, you got Wesley Snipes. You got all those guys, right? I'm probably missing a couple of them. Whatever. Then you got the Twitch guys, right? You got Dan. You got all these guys. I don't have like I watch a lot of the guys I watch are just because I'm available during those times, right? So
Okay.
I like to pop into Dan's stream a lot. I fuck with him. He takes my shit.
Yep.
Yeah, right. So he's got a good sense of humor. We bounce things off each other a lot, you know. Another a stream I'm usually in is in the mornings. God, I'm having a brain fart right now. You're killing me. You're killing me.
I'm good with making.
Give me some of the morning streamers on Twitch. Come on, hurry up. Who's my guy?
The morning
The
streamers
pancakes.
on Twitch. Okay, you get Rad Fox.
Oh, I love Rad
You
Fox.
get
Don't get me wrong.
Jansen Fox.
Jansen. Okay, so Jansen.
You get Tegan.
So let me go to Jansen. That's why I want to talk about Jansen. So this is when I start drinking, I totally forget names. So Jansen to me is like the Ryan Reynolds of Pop One, and he's funny. He's got a great
Love his
voice.
content.
He's
Love it. Yep.
smooth, and he just fucking snipes somebody and is just like, you know, talking to his
Keeps
chat. So
going,
he's a
keeps
pro.
forwarding
I love
his
Jansen.
chat.
I love Rad Fox because she's my girl. You know, we're usually in Discord bullshitting together. I support her 100%. She does it for a living. I respect that 100%. If I got to pick a favorite and I don't pick Rad Fox, I would probably get in trouble. So I'll say Rad Fox. Dan's my favorite. And then that's about all I'll say. Rad Fox for sure.
All
Dan.
right, awesome. Okay. Do you think that there's anyone that has helped you run your population content, whether it's technical, I can't speak. Technology,
Like technical stuff, yeah.
Technological.
I would say, and not to be like arrogant, but I think my technical experience with streaming is probably more than most people that are streaming right now. So I would feel like if someone had a question about streaming, they'd probably come to me. However, as far as like running chat and talking to people and like when it comes to streaming and like being able to like balance everything and all that, like Rad Fox is great, man. She just is. And she's a pro. She's just a pro. And I've just she's not like showing me anything, but just by watching her stream and how she interacts with the chat and how that's an important part of her game. But she's still one of the best players. She does both. She doesn't sacrifice for that. So I think if I had to pick a place to be, it would be being able to stream, but still be able to be on top with my stats. Not be like, oh, come on into my game and, you know, and to get a bunch of viewers that are, you know, maybe not the best, and which is cool, but then all of a sudden I'm like, you know, at a 30% win rate that day, and I'm too anal about stats to, you know, oh my god.
There's a fine balance for sure.
Yeah, for
There's
sure.
A fine balance. Okay. Is there anybody you would like to thank that allows you the time and patience or the assistance in you running content for Population 1?
It would be my rad guys. I mean, Mac Cheesy is awesome. I don't know what this guy's deal is, but he's 100% one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. I know him and Rad Fox are tight at the hip, but I've known Mac before he knew Rad Fox, so don't even get me started. So I would say Weller 107's a great person, a great guy. He runs that Discord, and he runs the Rad comps too, which are going to get started up again. So
Yeah.
they do their own comps
Yeah.
and stuff. And Bran, I don't know if you know Bran. It's BR4NN. Yeah, he's excellent
Okay.
too. He's he's in your verified Discord there.
Okay. I
Um,
need to know this then.
yeah, so I would have to definitely shout out my rad guys, 100%. One of my best friends in Pop One is B Baker. He's SKS Baker now. We've been playing since the beginning. The guys had my back like every single turn. He's probably one of my best friends in the game, with aside from Weller and those guys. So yeah,
You know, I met Weller not in the game, but in playtesting.
Yeah.
For the first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in early sandbox, I met Weller.
he's got some killer
And,
Sam
he's-
007 maps and stuff he's made. Yeah, he's
Mhm.
committed.
He is amazing
Yeah.
at what he's been drawing up. So
Right.
just saying that for our future Pop One, that dude's got it going. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, he'd be one to talk to, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, boxers, briefs, or commando when you play VR.
You ready?
Yeah.
You want the real answer?
Yes, of course I do.
I was a brief guy until I started to try to have kids, and then I was told I
Uh-huh.
need to wear boxers because
Mhm.
my count grows. Ever since,
Yep.
boxers the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Let
A
it flow.
man who knows his stuff needs to get what you need to get done.
It took a woman to change me too, you know?
Oh, that is, our significant others are always the ones that make those decisions for us. I think
Mhm.
that's how you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
People are like, "How did you know they were the one?" That's how you know.
Yeah.
When you're willing to do things like that. That's how you know.
I laid down. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Thanks, Fernandez.
go over what your stream setup is. So I'm
I thought you were gonna
curious.
ask.
Do you
Yes.
use like a green screen?
So-
Camera,
So this
or
is the
program?
part of the interview I look most forward to, is the technical aspect of it.
Good.
So
Okay. I want you to go all out.
I run OBS. Okay, that's what I'm using for my streaming software. I do use Restream. I do pay for Restream in order to stream to Facebook and Twitch at the same time, as well as get, chat and TTS and things like that. As far as my camera setup, I do use an Asobot. The Asobot allows, it's basically a camera that will follow you around the room. So if I'm moving in my play space down here, it'll follow me, which I think is kind of cool. I don't use a green screen. I do have a green screen. I haven't set it up yet. But the reason being is I'm conflicted because behind me, I have kind of some cool shit, right? So I've got like my LED lights that go up. I got Plato's Cave up there. I've got my whole, my TV with my setup with my desk on this side over here. I've got all my old consoles. So my Atari, my Nintendo, my Super Nintendo, my
Love
Nintendo 64,
that.
and like a display case, right, with my games. So I've got some shit in the background. It's kind of cool to look at. So I kind of am conflicted on green screening myself out or just leaving that shit in there. So I've
And
kind of
this is your
been.
man cave, but not. This is your getaway
Yeah.
man cave.
The Plato's
Yeah?
Cave, girl. And in this corner, and when I walk into this corner, I've got a keg set up with a tap and a whole beer thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I run with my camera and my background. And then what I'll do with OBS is I'll use several things. I'll use some image masks to change the how my gameplay looks. I've made some art. I told you about the Pop One stats where I start my session. Using Voice Attack is one of the great programs to use Voice Attack because you can cue things with your voice and set up different scenes, right? The other program I don't think a lot of people are privy to that use OBS is called Noobs, Noobs. There's a YouTube streamer called Nutty. He's awesome. And he created this program called Noobs. And basically what it allows you to do is you use a WebSocket with your OBS. This program, you open it up, and it's basically a way to write scripts with drop-down menus. So you can automate things on your stream right? Like, let's say it goes to your starting screen, waits, 14 seconds, and goes to this screen and then does this. Done. And now you hit one button or you say one word and it automates this process throughout your stream. So
Lovely.
yeah, so and I can get into this. You don't have enough time to really, truly, there's a lot of shit. But if anybody wants to reach out to me, again, I don't have the most popular stream in the world, trust me, but I can help you as far as technical shit with your stream. Please reach out to me on Facebook. I will help you. I love helping people. I think I did a couple things with some other, well, anyways, I'll help you. Yeah, whatever.
I love the details. These details are exactly what I'm asking about with the questions.
Mm.
So if there's more you want to share, feel free to, because there's a lot of folks out there that want to stream. There's a lot of streamers that want to do a little better in their content sharing. So if there's anything else you want to share on that.
Yeah, and the one thing I would say is this. Your settings are so important as far as your bit rate and how you're streaming. If anybody has any questions, how to set that up, I have got a screenshot of that I can send you. You can set everything up, your encoder, everything, and that way you can get a quality stream and not sacrifice that. Yep. All right.
Airlink, desktop.
Yeah.
Cable, what are you using?
So currently I'm using a Valve Index, and I'm using the Oculus desktop app with Revive. Revive allows you to use your Index set up with your Oculus account. I did mention I have that new headset coming in. I will have to probably go Airlink with that, obviously, because that's not anything. It's going to be able to be hooked up. It's not a standalone as far as Pop One's concerned. So I will be Airlink when that comes in. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I am truly curious about that other headset. So
Yeah, the
I'm
Pico
looking forward
4,
to
the Pico,
information on it.
Pico, yeah.
All right. Okay. We jump into a game and you have that decision to make: hot drop or pod. When do you hot drop? When do you pod?
Hot drop 80% of the time. I mean, there's a couple spots on the pad you do just never a hot drop at. There's that far spot at Cemetery. I mean, everyone knows those spots, right? It's so tempting, especially, if you're like, oh, no one else is dropping,
The
right?
rush of the hot drop.
Now, unless you play with Caltrop. If you play with Caltrop, then it's a whole different game. He will hot drop. He will climb the top of the platform. He will wait for everyone to pot out or do their thing. And he will fly over and fall down and knife the shit out of 10 people. So if you're playing with him, you kind of want to be close just in case he does need a res or whatever. Or you just want to see somebody totally destroy a lobby. But yeah, other than that, that's kind of my setup.
I do want to see. What is up, Mike? What's up, Marissa? Thanks for those likes on the stream. I am wrapping up an interview here with Plato's Cave VR. If you haven't already liked and followed his content, he is live right now on Facebook and Twitch. Please join him over there, just to hit that like, that follow, hit those live notifications for all notifications, so that anytime this guy is online playing and going live, you guys know and can check out his gameplay. You can always share the content out. You can always like and follow. That stuff is free. So go ahead and hit those buttons, and as well as those reactions, you guys know that the reactions matter. So not just once, hit them all a few times. I even got in my earlier stream some angry faces, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing something right.
They hate me. There is a group of Pop One players that hate me, but we won't talk about those guys.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just boo to them. This is about you.
Right.
All right. Let's talk about, in your opinion today, who is the best Pop One player?
It's a good question. There's so many great players. I have to say Caltrop. And here's why. Trust me, I've seen all the great players play. I've watched their streams. I've watched them from afar. When I play with Caltrop, he doesn't give a shit about anything. He's laughing. No, there's no stress. He's just 1v3ing people. Like, there's just no... Like, it's just so easy to this guy. And it's just amazing, And he's just... And it's funny. It's kind of like hanging out with you, because he interviews you. So Plato, what's your favorite, pizza? You like this and you like that? And he's going around just knifing people, and I see his name on the kill box. I'm like, what the hell? And he's asking me all these questions, laughing, and it's just... Yeah, so...
As he's killing people.
And don't get me wrong, there's so many great players. Like, But just to see how easy he can average 9 kills a game in a season, like, what is that? Like, who does that? So, yeah, and I wouldn't have said that until I played with him. Honestly, I would have done like Slick Skills and all these guys. Oh man, they're so great. But I've seen those guys sweat. I've never seen Caldrop sweat. I just haven't.
Very cool. What's up, Anna? Thanks for liking this stream. Okay. Do you have a proudest moment of Population 1 to share? Whether it is a proudest achievement or a moment, a person that you met, something that you did while you're playing.
I tell you, I don't get no respect. No respect at all.
That's a difficult question because I've had a lot of experiences over the last couple of years. There's been a lot of great ones, you know. I've been verified before, the whole thing. And I've had some dark moments where I've had, you know, stupid shit happen. But I would say for the most part, my relationships that I've built with certain people in the community, Baker, Weller, Slaughter, and those guys have just been, you know, something that's been a great positive part in my life. So I don't have any instance like, oh yeah, I killed this one guy and it was the greatest time ever, or I had this stream where 30 people are on. It really hasn't been about that. It's been about just, you know, meeting people outside of my actual real life that I get along with and we share things in common with, and we're able to, you know, get on a couple times a week and share this with. So I think that's the biggest part of it, you know.
Well, and the community for this game is a great community. There's a lot of people willing to play, willing to help, willing to share, willing to like jump into play testing and give opinions, and they're just trying to grow the player base as wide as they can so that this game can become as epic as something as, you know, Fortnite or the other games that are out there and huge. So it takes people like you to throw up some content for people to jump in to like, follow, and share. And it takes people like you that's willing to kind of go over that far mile of not being afraid to share your gameplay, not being afraid to share your opinion, and getting out there to offer your help as well. So thank you for everything you do as a streamer. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. I think I like your format. I love what you're doing. It allows us to know some of these guys that we hear about a lot. Look, I've known Radfox for a while now. There's stuff I didn't know about her until I watched that interview. And I wouldn't ask her either. It'd be weird to ask her, right? You asked her. Good. I don't have to ask her now.
I started as a viewer that was just constantly in streams, watching, and I was like, this person sounds awesome. I would just want to know like a little more personal things about them, or like how do they know how to do that? Like just the questions started flowing, and I was like, I'm gonna run some interviews.
You got it going, girl.
Anybody wants to do it? Like I was a nobody, and like I had people that were like, yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
You came up with a great idea and you followed through with it, and that's what it takes. Kudos. 100% kudos. I also want to say one thing. Thursday nights, I tried to start this up. It hasn't really taken off that well. If you get on my Discord, get on my Discord through my Twitch account. If you go to my Twitch channel, you can see my Discord link. Thursday nights, I roll from 8:30 to 10:30. Okay, you're in my Discord. You kill me Thursday nights. You get $5 every kill. There's a bounty on me Thursday nights. Whoever has the most kills gets the money, all right? So I'm going to be on East Coast servers Thursday night, 8:30 to 10:30 Central Standard Time. Get in my Discord, kill the shit out of me, get some money. I'll pay you through PayPal, Venmo. I got it all on the Discord. Check me out. It's just another way of just trying to get people, you know, traffic to the site and just get people watching and hopefully, you know, kill me and hate me. I love that. Hate me. It's called IHatePlatosCave.com.
You should definitely put that up on your site if you haven't already.
It's on there, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's all over. I just haven't anybody, you know,
I love it.
Try to get money. So
I love it. I'm going to start telling people about it. So watch out. You're going to die.
Please, I want to pay somebody money, please.
That's so funny. Oh, God. Well, I just want to say thank you very much for being here. Sticking to the schedule that we scheduled this out.
A little bit. I kind of messed up, but I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I was a little late.
Oh, you totally didn't mess up. We talked about this. Family is first, and you did it right. So we are here. We just did it. We're done, and we're gonna say goodbye to Plato's Cave, but not before we get him to shout out all of the places we can find him online right now.
Facebook, Twitch, yo, come check me out, and then get on my Discord and join my Discord. Just so you can earn money. You don't have to
Oh.
talk on there. You don't do nothing.
Are you gonna stay online and play a little bit, or
You
are
know,
wrapping up for the night?
I've seen some people hitting me up. If they're still on, I may play 1 or 2 games because my wife still thinks that I'm, in this interview. If not, I'm gonna wrap
Yeah.
up, and I'll be on tomorrow morning though. If anybody wants to come on 7 a.m. in the morning, Central Standard Time, I'm gonna start running my stream then. Come hang out.
Love it. Okay. Well, you guys, if you haven't already, pop on over to his page right now. He is live on Facebook and Twitch. Check out his content. Make sure you hit that follow button and the notifications. If he sticks on, watch him for a few games. And if not, join him tomorrow morning and do the thing that you guys do so well. Watch the Population 1 content. We love the fact that everybody out here is so passionate about this game. So, Plato's Cave, I want to say thank you for joining, and we're going to say good night, goodbye, and GG.
Thank you, Tipsy. GG. Thank you for the opportunity. Well, that was fun. Thanks for watching, Hernandez. If you're still on, thanks, buddy. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you're saying. It's getting late. Didn't know. Cool idea. I agree. Plato, the real gamer. Let's watch you play him. Let's listen. And meeting Hernandez. He's not boss. You're a goof. Love it. Aw, you guys are fucking funny, dude. All right, I don't know what's going on. What the fuck's going on with my headset? I'll probably just disconnect right now. Yeah, I'll probably just leave. All right, guys, thanks for watching the interview. I appreciate it. I'll be on tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. All right. Yep.